Right on. So we're live. Hey guys, it's a YouTube and Twitch convention here on the Twitch channel Iron Josh 300. Today we're going to be hanging out with a co-stream from Saberix. He's the streamer of the month for January 2022. And so what we're going to be doing is letting you guys know you can use the code Saberix25 and get any of his merch over at the shop. www.riftdamage.com. He's rocking it right now, and it is the most comfortable clothes that you could possibly wear while playing video games. It is a company that is built around playing video games, so you can wear these clothes while you're gaming, going shopping for games, going shopping for food to play video games, whatever it is you're doing. It's just stuff to be comfortable in. You can even sleep in them if you want to. But Saberix, we got going on in the background here. Black Desert Online. So this is currently the game that you're focusing on streaming right now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm loving BDO. I can't get enough of it right now. I'm trying to do everything possible. I'm doing 1,000 things at once, learning everything I can, and it's a little overwhelming. For new players, it's a lot for new players, but it is so fun.
What was the what's like a major thing that drew you into this game? Like what was the first thing that hit you and like bam, like I love this game. I'm going to play tomorrow.
Well, I tried to play it a couple times before,
Uh-huh.
but the biggest thing was when I tried before, something was weird. I'm assuming it was a file messed up, something, but I couldn't get the game to look beautiful like other players that were streaming it. I was like, man, is something wrong? My computer or something? And I couldn't do it. So I just randomly downloaded it again, and it's a beautiful game. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then it's a game where you can just play. You don't like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, things like that. You are restricted by other players.
Mhm.
If you have to get a group to progress in a game like that, but BDO, you just play. You can throw some Netflix on, whatever. You just play, grind. It's all you.
Got it. So it's less reliant on other people to come and hang out to play, and you can kind of just grind it on your own.
Yep, but yet I'm in my guild Discord every day, hanging out with the homies. Super nice people. Just came on my chat. He was like, "Hey, I've been playing a lot. I know a lot about the game, and we help new people all the time." I was like, "Sure, I'm down to join the guild," and I've been there every day, and we've been having, we talk trash to each other, the good old gaming banter, but we have fun. We just hang out.
You got to throw some stuff at the boys once in a while, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We we were giving someone a hard time yesterday for sure because his game wouldn't boot up, and we were like, "Man, shouldn't
Haha.
have bought that back."
Haha. What's the can we shout out the guild? What's the guild name?
The guild name is Mostly Handicap.
Mostly Handicap? Well, shout out
Yep.
Mostly Handicap in the Black Desert Online gaming community. So, um what's your character name in your Black Desert Online account?
My family name is Sabrix. So the way BDO works is, you get a family name which is tied to your entire account,
Mhm.
and you can add someone through just their family name. So you don't even have to know every single character's name for your friends and stuff. You just add one person and you're done. Sabrix with two X's because apparently someone took my name on there. So I don't know how that happened because I hardly ever run into anybody with my name. But yeah, so mine is Sabrix with two X's.
Nice. Well, if anybody sees this, you guys can try and add Sabrix with two X's in the future. He might be full by then, though. Who knows? Um, well, let me ask
We're
you
growing.
this. Well, let me ask you this. Do you remember what the very first character's name was that you ever created?
Oh, so the first gaming account that I've made, if that counts,
Sure.
was Darky Magic 69. I got that from a friend in elementary school, actually. He gave me his like max level RuneScape account that I never even logged on to, and the username was Darky Magic, and I was just like, all right, I'm sticking with it, I guess. I don't know, it stuck, and I used that forever. Call of Duty, it stayed with me for like 5 years in the Call of Duty scene, so.
Right on. Right on. What? And so that was Call of Duty.
Yep, I that was probably the first game I got super hard into as far as like giving it
Grinding.
100%, trying to be the best, and just going hardcore.
Man, I played that on PlayStation 3. I think it was Call of Duty 2. And I still remember my favorite map. There was like a mansion in the woods on top of a hill, like in a lake area.
Uh, yes, Escape. Pretty sure that was called, right?
Maybe. I don't
Uh,
remember. It was so long ago though. But so which Call of Duty were I think it was Call of Duty Blackout? Was that the next one?
E-State, not Escape. E-State. That
Oh,
was what it was
E-State.
called.
Oh, Estate. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that might have been it. Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds more fitting for that map name actually. Yeah.
Yep. Cabin in the Woods. Yep. That's what it was. The Modern Warfare 2 is still today the best Call of Duty, I think. It was just everything was good. You could use any gun, you could play any way, and everything was pretty much balanced. There was no weird gimmicks. It was just win, just play the game.
Modern Warfare. That was a Modern Warfare 2 game?
Yep, Modern Warfare 2.
See, I was my buddy. I used to have a friend, and he got really good at those games. Like he was up there, like 40 and 50 kills. I couldn't. It was not fun for me to play with people like that anymore.
My highest kill game in Modern Warfare 2 is 202 kills in a game.
That's wild, bro. That's
On my
absolutely.
main account, I have 6 million kills on my main account, and I have like 5 accounts. I mean, I used to be super crazy. I was actually number 2 on the Modern Warfare 2 leaderboards.
Holy
Once you go
cow!
past there's like 20 pages of hackers, because you used to get in those prestige lobbies and they would break the leaderboards. But
Yeah.
once you get past them all, then you'd see my name up there, which was Commander Cross at some point. So I actually used to run an organization with some friends. We were decent size. We were never phased or anything, but
Uh huh.
we had about 100 people in our
Wow.
clan. Like we did good.
That's cool. Games like that are more fun when you have like a team of guys that you run in with too, because like you get used to people's play style. You're not like completely surrounded by if you don't want to be surrounded by noobs, so to speak, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We the way we did it, we broke it up into oh, excuse me, we broke it up into like you said, like how what our strengths and weaknesses were.
Mm-hmm.
I was uh pretty good at everything. So I was like the all-rounder, okay? But we had one friend who his name was Spider, and he was not really an AR guy, okay?
Okay.
But we would end the night, all of us, the main group, with a quick scope on Rust, and just do it like that, and he absolutely destroyed us. Like
Wow.
he cannot use ARs and play. He was a decent player. He was good for for all around player. But when it
Uh-huh.
came to quick scoping, the man was crazy good. He was super good.
So you're also streaming Apex sometimes now, right? If we're gonna talk like first person shooters, are
Oh
you
yeah.
playing
Yep.
any other first person shooters right now? Or there's a new Call of Duty out. Are you into that at all, or what's
Uh,
going on there?
Sadly, the Caldera map for Warzone
Hmm.
is about a 1 out of 10. It's
Not your
They
favorite.
have just done they I mean the whole community is just not enjoying it right now. It's let them down in every way. You visually can't see anything. The guns just aren't fun. It just doesn't have that opportunity to drive people to play it right now. So everyone's moving to Apex. I mean, some
Okay.
people are even go back to Fortnite, but yeah, Apex was my move. I was having a lot of fun with that. It's cool. They've made big changes in Apex.
What about Apex draws you in instead of games like Valorant or yeah, you mentioned Fortnite.
I'm not a fan of building. I don't really like the um
Oh, like the little things that you have to
cartoonish.
build in Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan on the cartoonish thing on
Right.
Fortnite. Um Apex is really fast paced. Like I don't play
Yeah, it
Valorant
is.
because it's very slow. Um for me it's a little campy. I like to be able, get in there and fast paced movement, go crazy, hit that crazy shot at the crazy moment where you're at
Yeah.
1 HP and you still land it and you're like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, seriously, seriously. I feel if Valorant's kind of limiting on the map too, right? Isn't that the one where they have like a couple stages and like you're kind of like locked into a board? Is that one? Or
It's sort of Valorant. They've been
it's not
pumping
like a
out some
real.
decent content.
It's not a real open world though, right?
No, no, it's more CS:GO based. It's
Yeah,
just a small area and but they've been pumping out some new characters and stuff. They have new maps that I've seen. I don't watch a lot of Valorant.
that's okay.
I, so yeah, I don't keep up with a lot, but I've noticed that they actually are pushing out content. They started slow. I did play Valorant for a little bit. It was kind of a hype, but
It
that's
was
just
kind of a
because
hype,
new game.
right? So let's talk more about what you're doing now. So how long have you been playing this BDO Black Desert Online?
I've been playing. I think today is like my ninth day of actually playing because I tried it before,
Mm-hmm.
only put a couple hours into it, couldn't really get it, didn't see anything. The game just kind of seemed messed up for me. But I mean now I'm hooked. I can't stop playing. 9 days already, and I'm just going at it my best.
Right on. What's your current goal?
I am currently trying to find a class that I just love the most. I'm loving Lan, Awakening Lan, which is super cool. She's got these giant glaives that she just swings around, really cool animations and everything. It's really cool. She's super mobile. She can fly.
Wow.
Just like it's really cool. She's cool and all. But I want to make sure that I pick something that I'm really loving. So I'm
Yeah.
trying out a little bit of every class right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first thing, and then money. This game revolves a lot around making money, so I'm grinding for money.
Oh, okay. How do you get money in this game?
So you can, I mean,
Like you personally, like how are you? What are you doing about to get the money?
well, the area that I'm going at, you can farm like skill points and stuff and all this at the same time, so it's a decent spot. But the main thing is they just buffed this area.
Okay.
So the trash loot that drops from there sells for like 18,000 silver a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so you spend an hour there. Most people average between like 300 to 450 million silver an
Wow.
hour, which is, you know, there's items in this game that cost like 100 bill or something. Like you really got to farm, and you can get other items that drop that people will buy for like 300 million at the same time as selling the trash loot. It's crazy, but
Golly.
it's a good chill time. I mean, you get pets that loot it for you. So killing
Oh, okay.
everything, pets loot it for you. So you just keep killing. You just go to the next pack, kill stuff.
Nice. Nice. Um, did you watch any streamers before you got into streaming?
Oh yeah. The first few streamers, because they all play the same game,
Mm-hmm.
but League of Legends was probably my first ever streaming game,
Wow.
and I used to watch Curse Voyboy back in the day, CLG Voyboy. Voyboy was the goat. He was the man. The kid, Sneaky. I used to watch. His name was Chaos. He played for TSM actually.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he streams anymore though. I don't know. He just kind of fell off. Afro Moo, Wild Turtle when he was on TSM. Those were definitely my favorite League of Legends streamers at the time.
So was that the first game you started streaming?
Yep, I streamed League every day like crazy, trying to push the high ranking because I wanted to be big, I wanted to be huge. Be the better player.
Doesn't sound like you're super competitive at all.
No, no, no.
What was the defining moment? Do you have a defining moment? So like for me, I have a defining moment when I started streaming. I was actually watching a League of Legends video on YouTube, and the guy had like 100,000 hits on YouTube for a video, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is crazy. I'm learning a little bit. And then I looked at the guy's room, and I was like, dude, his room is a complete trash mess. I was like, geez. I was like, he's like a normal guy, and he's just got a really informational video. I was like, I could do that, and I could probably do it with a cleaner room than him. And so, like, the next day, I decided that I was going to give it a try. That was my defining moment. What about you? Like, what do you have like that moment where you're like deciding like I'm gonna turn on my camera and try this?
Just being able to show people what I can do. I mean, once I was watching the pro players of League and how, much fun they were having and being able to interact with people, I was just like, wow, I want to do that. I want to be able to do something that I think is impressive and be able to explain why or how I did it or something and let people just see how it's going cuz back then League was you could do so many different things in League that people still didn't know about. League's kind of older now, everyone has learned all kinds of tips and tricks and stuff, but like back then League was just so fun to mentally, break apart and figure out how to work things. It was just so good then.
Yeah, yeah. They I came in and played League maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I was a big Dota 2 player before that. And so the reason why I liked League so much is it's kind of like easier to pick up and play for me. Um but what so like, when it gets into that pick up and play mode, did you feel the same way?
Um I it's weird cuz I actually was never a MOBA person.
What kind of
Like
person were you before MOBAs?
I mean FPS. I love playing Call of
All
Duty.
FPS.
So my first ever computer game that I got into was Warcraft. I
Right
loved
on.
Warcraft.
Now,
My
now, World of Warcraft or actual Warcraft?
Nope,
Warcraft.
just regular Warcraft. I
Okay.
used when we first moved to Indiana, we lived with one of my mom's friends when I was real young.
Mm-hmm.
I walked down, she's on the computer playing, and she's playing Warcraft, and I was like, wow, that looks interesting. Dragons and everything and all the
Yeah.
undead stuff. And I was like, oh, this looks so fun. I gotta play this. So she let me
Yeah.
hop on. Boom, hooked. She let me play for like in a half an hour. I couldn't stop.
Right on. Right on. I don't remember the original Warcraft. Do I? I don't, all I remember is the double-headed ogre. He's like, "We're ready, master. I'm not ready." And the other, like, I thought those guys are hilarious.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. Everyone, as soon as you work, everyone's like, oh, Warcraft. That's it.
yeah.
Warcraft.
Were you more orcs or were you more humans in Warcraft?
Mm,
Wait, in the
that's
original
a
one, could
tough
you
one.
pick? Could you
Yeah,
pick or
you can play whatever you want.
okay?
I didn't. So I didn't play the story a lot because I didn't like humans. So I guess I wouldn't say I was a human person. Um, it was probably definitely orcs.
Orcs,
Orcs are
yeah.
the undead. I never really went the human way.
Right on, right on. When's the last time you actually played Warcraft? Like one, two, or three?
Last week or the week before that,
No
me and some
way.
friends hop on there every now. Yeah, we hop on there every now and then and just play some custom games. We play like custom, tower defense games, or we'll actually play the legit versus mode and play against each other and stuff.
Holy cow. Did you ever
It's
jump into
so
like
fun.
StarCraft 2 at all? When that
Oh
came
yeah,
out?
I love StarCraft 1. StarCraft 2, feels like they tried to over flood it with too much stuff.
Mm.
They definitely wanted the competitive aspect, I could tell.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
A lot
feel
of
like they
games
just
do.
added too much.
Fair enough, fair
StarCraft
enough.
1 still 10 out of 10.
So, if you had to pick, would you say StarCraft is better than Warcraft or Warcraft is better than StarCraft?
Oh,
We're gonna catch a lot of flack for this one.
that's I mean, that's a hard one, but for me it'll always probably be Warcraft. I loved World of Warcraft. I've
Yeah.
played World of Warcraft for like 16 years.
Wow.
I played at the end of vanilla when I was super young and I didn't even make it to like max level then. I just was trying to figure out what the heck to do. But
Yeah.
then Burning Crusade came out and I was like, I'm gonna play this every day for 8 hours a day right after school, and
Grind it,
that
yeah,
was
man.
it
Super
for the
fun.
horde.
Um, Now let me ask you this: do you remember your first stream?
My first stream,
Yeah.
oof. Um, Not my first one, but I can remember some early ones. I actually have some of my early clips still, from when my first League of Legends was.
Well, let's watch one. Do you mind if you grab
Um,
just drop it in the Twitch chat and we'll go ahead and watch it.
yeah, let me find. Let me try and find one of these.
So while you're finding that, let me ask you this because this might take you a second. But if you could stream and play with any one of your favorite people to play with or streamers, who would you pick and why? Like any of those guys
Oh,
you named before, if you
um,
could pick just one to play and stream with.
oh, one of the streamers I did forget to mention though, Meteos.
Medios.
C9 Meteos.
Oh yeah.
I actually got to play WoW with him once. Super cool,
Uh huh.
awesome. It was great. I it would have to be between Afromoo or Meteos because Afromoo's got that really, really chill vibe. He's just hanging out. Seems like he'd just be a, good atmosphere. He's just a cool dude.
Okay.
Meteos, he's kind of the same way, but he also has that really weird, awkward kind of sense of humor that I do, like with no filter. Um, I just feel like we would just be laughing all the time, just having a good time.
Right on. Right on. So Afro Moo and Medios.
Yep.
Okay. Right on. Um, what equipment are you looking forward to getting to add to your stream in the future? It's looking like you're looking at adding a new webcam or monitor for people to donate on your stream. So, do you have like particular ones that you're looking at, or are you gonna kind of move on
I
that
would
later on?
love to get a new camera because I feel like my camera quality is a little bad, but it's not as bad as, it could be worse. But my monitor is a used monitor that I bought a couple years ago, and I think it's going out on me.
Okay.
So a monitor would be cool, but like as far as streaming alone, oh, and my cat. Oh yeah, hi buddy.
We're not
He's
getting a new cat
patting.
though, right? This cat stays. What's this
No,
cat's
he
name?
stays.
What's his name?
Um, that is Ashmane, as in World of Warcraft.
Shout out Ashmane.
Um, Come here, buddy. You want attention?
He's making the
Um,
YouTube. Hey, you're gonna be famous. Your cat's gonna be famous on YouTube. Look at this guy.
uh, I would really love a Go XLR Pro.
Okay.
Would really like one of those. For one, because it would give me the opportunity for a better microphone.
Okay.
Um, and also because I could do all kinds of like, voice changing stuff or just play all kinds of sound stuff. Like, I think it'd just be really cool. I think they're really neat.
Sure, sure. So a Go XLR Pro.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Like, if you are looking to help support Saberix, you could, go to his channel, drop a couple bucks in there, subscribe to him is always a good way to do it. You get the emotes, drop him some bits. You can even go ahead and buy some merch with his name on it and his logo. That'll kick him back some money as well. So these are all things to help him get his new camera. That way he can, keep his stream moving forward. So definitely always support your local streamers, guys. Next question though, where did your streamer name originate from? Not come from?
Um, I wish I knew that myself. Um, I just so when I was making my paladin on World of Warcraft,
Uh huh.
I just typed in Sabrix, and I was like, "That's gonna be my name," and that's what I've stuck with all this time. I have no idea where I got it from. I feel like I've heard it before, so
Yeah.
maybe I took it from somebody else. I have no idea, but I made this when I was really young. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been playing WoW for 16 years. I'm only 27, so like,
Yeah.
you know, I heard it from somewhere. It stuck. I made it, and I'm the only Sabrix that I've ever ran into. So,
You're the friendliest Saberix that I've ever run into.
well, that's good.
No, so it's one of those things where like your logo has a saber on it though, like the cat, right? Like that's what the logo is.
Oh, yep, Saber. So Saber Lion is more of my logo.
A saber lion.
Yeah, Sabrix is just,
It's a Saberix.
yeah, it's just more. than just Saber because a lot of people just use Saber.
Yeah,
And so I threw on the IX. But
absolutely.
my real name is Dylan, and the
Okay.
way it's spelled means like a lion.
Oh wow,
So saber lion instead of a saber tooth tiger. So saber lion.
that's awesome, dude. That's really
So
awesome.
I went for that. Um,
Do you have any
yeah.
inside jokes that you have with your community or like inside phrases?
Um, for the Summoners War community of my streams, when I first started out, I pulled Kumar as my first Nat 5.
Okay.
Back then, he was just really bad, really awful, especially on a PvE view when you're a brand new player. It's like, oh, you got a Kumar. I'm gonna stick him in storage. Then I pulled Josephine, another unit that you're never gonna use in PvE. And then I pulled a Duke Kumar again. So like I got Kumar so many times, and so we have a command where we just you put exclamation Kumar, which I hope it still works, and it literally says fuck that guy because
Okay.
I'm tired of getting him. But he's a good unit now, I guess. He's not bad.
Yeah, they did buff the beast monks not too long ago, so hopefully you're using them. Are you playing any PvP in Summoners War these days?
I am trying to do more and more of it. I'm slacking, can't lie, but that's because BDO. I blame BDO.
That's
Um,
fair. That's fair. You only have 24 hours in a day, and you can only do so much at a time, right?
yep, I try to do it at when I head to bed. But trying to get this sleep schedule turned around, I've been um, just super tired because I've been trying to stay up as late as I can, so I'll actually sleep and then wake up in the morning instead of being up all night and then going to sleep during the day.
Got it. Got it. What are your streamer hours? Let me ask you that.
I'm starting to do about 5 or 6 a.m. now throughout the day.
Uh-huh.
Still getting that worked out as far as the actual hours of when I start and when I end because I want to make sure it's when I have enough time to get ready in the morning and like just mentally prepare and actually not be a complete bum because I usually bum it. Just messy bedhead, turn on the camera, and boom, there it is. Messy hair Saberix. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm actually got a schedule going. Everything's going pretty good.
Okay. What's the schedule one more time for people to come on in?
4 or 5 to 6 a.m. Eastern. So pretty much throughout the whole day. I usually get off around 7 or 8 p.m. So I normally stream for 12 to 14 hours a day.
Wow. Okay. There you have it, guys. So no matter what, if you're looking for Black Desert Online, some Apex, some Summoners War, but right now it's mostly Black Desert Online. You have a very, very solid streamer to go watch and hang out with while you're playing and grinding. All right, let's jump into this clip and see what this clip. Now, can you tell me what's going on with this clip? Who is this again?
Uh, that is very young me for one. That's when I was not over 200 pounds.
This is
Um,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Um, So, yep, that was a while ago. This is when I was actually cracked at the game because I cared about playing ranked in league. But yeah, I was popping off that game, playing some Yasuo, and I was taking on everybody. The 1v5, as the clip says. I mean, I
Okay.
got it.
So this is a 1v5 Yasuo clip. Let's check this out. And this is a very young you. Wow. No mess. What happened to the hat?
I still have that hat. I just don't. I think I know where it is. I mean, I could get the hat if you want the hat.
No, no,
But yeah, I used to use
you're
the hat
okay. Here we go. A 1v5 Yasuo. King Ismond. There's one. The double
yeah,
kill. Oh, you are
that
just
was a
lighting these guys up. That's the
That was
Rift
a Smurf
Herald.
account of mine.
What's the Rift Herald doing in the bot lane or the top lane?
They were trying to push it, I guess. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe it was about to expire. Better to use it than let it expire. So
Okay. Man, another double kill. Is this
Bro,
going to say pentakill?
no,
I just
the
killed the whole
the
team.
time in between the kills was too
I just
long. But
1v5.
I mean, I did kill them.
Straight up.
Dang. Look at you.
I need a clip. Vinny, if you're here.
Vinny.
1v5.
Where's Vinny? Get Vinny.
It was it was a fun game back then. League was so much better back then. It was. I wish I could have the same kind of enjoyment on that game as then, but
Those aren't easy to get, pentakills.
No, I wish I could find one of my older clips. I used to run like a AP Shin mid. I used to love Shin. It was crazy.
I hate playing against
Um,
Shen.
he's
And you never know where he's
I
gonna
love
pop
old
up,
one.
and then he's so hard to kill. He's got that extra armor or damage mitigation or whatever. He's not easy to kill.
Yup.
um, okay, let me ask you this: what's the very first video game you've ever played?
Ooh, Lion King. I want to say it was Lion King.
King.
Yep, on the Nintendo 64. I think it was Lion King
Awesome.
or Sonic, one of those. That game,
It's a
Lion
toss-up.
King, was actually a hard game. It really
Yeah,
was.
those
It was
games back
difficult.
in the day were not easy at all.
No, they were not little kid friendly, even though made for little kids.
Right? You'd be like, I remember a couple of times, like, I'd get so frustrated in my games, and I'd like go up to my mom or my dad, and they wouldn't even want to play. They're like, nah, this just looks
Yeah, yeah.
crazy hard.
Yeah, that was Lion King. Was I remember? Dude, I still remember actually playing it. Like I get like it's embedded in my memory because the same stage I remember trying to hop on those leaves and go up, and I just could never get up there.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious, bro. I think Mario, the original Mario Brothers, was my first one I played on Nintendo, and
Never
yeah.
played much. I played a lot of the Mario parties and like Mario Karts, but I never played just plain Mario.
No, don't do it. Don't go back. It's not worth it. All right, let's see here. Let me ask you this. What do we have here? So, you're going in, you're playing BDO. You have how many people in your community for the guild that you're in?
Um, we're a smaller guild,
Mhm.
it's a pretty closed, I wouldn't say closed, but it's a close circle of people. But we've always got people on. Uh it's growing though. I mean, just myself, I've gotten, 3 or 4 people to jump over and come play with us. I even got one guy from EU. He came to NA and he's gonna play and stuff, and so we're growing, but it's a guild that's been there for years. So the guild's been there for a while. The guild leader is actually super helpful, very nice. He's the one that came into my chat randomly. He's just looking at small streamers and being like, "Hey, you need some help and stuff." And we got a guild that helps people, and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And so everything I've been learning has pretty much been from him.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's
So
awesome.
shout out to Generic Player. That is his IGN, Generic Player.
Generic player, shout out to him. There we go. And that was actually one of the questions. Any shout outs you'd like to give? Awesome, man. Well, where do you see yourself in, like, 2 to 3 years? Do you think you're gonna be still playing BDO in 2 to 3 years? Do you think you're gonna be going back and forth to like first person shooters? What do you think you're gonna be up to?
Um, I mean, I've always been a variety streamer. I love to play all kinds of things, but BDO did give me that. The impression was, I wish I was playing BDO years ago. I wish I stuck with it when it first came out.
Wow.
It was a new game back then. Everybody was playing it, and I didn't stick to it. And I actually enjoyed a lot. It was a lot harder back then. They've definitely made some changes where it's easier for new players and stuff, but I enjoyed a lot. But I'll always play FPSs, and League will probably always be there a little bit here and there. Summoners War. As far as in the future, I mean, I just hope to improve the quality of my stream and keep streaming and just playing whatever is giving me the most fun. I mean, I don't play mainstream games necessarily for views. Like you could go, when Valorant first came out, if you're streaming Valorant, that was a good way to get views, crazy numbers and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
played it for a little bit, but not my thing. I actually, if I really wanted to, I could have stuck with a game called Skylanders.
Oh,
I
Ring
used
of
to get,
Heroes?
Yeah, I used to get a couple hundred views a day.
Wow.
Um, and that was the most that was the biggest of my career probably. It was when I could turn on stream and, instantly 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, and that was it. But it died for me very quickly, sadly. They didn't push out enough content and stuff, and it wasn't what I was really looking for in a gotcha game.
Right.
So that, I may have lost the opportunity to grow more, but you got to do what actually is fun. And I wasn't having fun at that time, so I
Yeah.
took a step back.
I remember that game. I actually, if you're talking about Skylanders, the Ring of Heroes, the gotcha game, it had like a conjunction with Com to Us, and that's why it was kind of
Yep.
easy to jump over from playing Summoner's War. Um, and in fact, I still look at it like once in a while, like curious about it, because I felt the same way. It was like a really fun jump to do, but at the same time, I felt like for me it was very short lived as well. Whether it be the content or I just felt like I'd rather play Summoner's War at that point.
Yep, that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: if you were to give somebody in 4 minutes or less a quick run through on your first 9 days back in, we'll just call it back in BDO, Black Desert Online, and you wanted to entice people to play this game, what would you do to get? What would you say to people to get them to play this game? Why should people play this game? And what's your favorite part about it?
Favorite part, um, it's not only new to me, so I get to experience a whole bunch of stuff new instead of just playing something I've already played 100 hours, 1,000 hours into.
Mm-hmm.
But I can just watch TV and or listen to music and just play. I don't have to worry about anything. I just go to wherever I want, grind out the game a little bit, catch up on some shows, discover some new music, which, I love music. I'm a big music person.
You're a big music
Um,
guy. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's graphics are great. Um, it's new player friendly. A lot of people actually don't go towards BDO because when the game first came out, there was this big thing where BDO is pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it pay to win? No, not really. Um, you can get like a tent in the game. I bought the tent. It was like $50. But it's not a pay to win as in you progress through the game faster and better than everyone else. It's a convenience thing. You don't have to run to a town to repair your gear or sell anything. You can just do it at the tent. So
Oh,
you don't
okay.
actually get stronger or anything. It's a
Mm-hmm.
convenience thing. That's about it. There's no real pay to win aspect, and a lot of people heard that from the community or other people who tried playing it and probably just have a bad taste in their mouth. And they probably just spread that pay to win mentality, and that's what drives a lot of people away.
The pay to win mentality is something that's a very easy thing for players to cling to when the game doesn't go their way, and it's very tough for a company to combat that because if you're creating a free to play game, yes, you need to draw in some kind of currency for yourself to keep everything alive. People, developers and people that create video games need to eat, and they have financial goals that they're trying to do with their own lives that we'll never see as players. So yeah, when people come in and it's just like, oh, you don't want to play that, it's pay to win. I've actually like not played a couple games because it felt that way. But when I read reviews on Summoner's War and people are saying this is a pay to win game, I'm like, no, you just have to play the game. Like you can play free to play and have a lot of fun. So
Oh yeah.
new players shouldn't be scared of Black Desert Online being a pay to win game. They can have a lot of fun playing free to play.
Oh yeah. I mean that I I mean the it hasn't done any progress for me having that $50 tent. It's just convenient. So like um you I mean it's super fun. There is no pay to win. Just you just play the game and have fun. There's nothing crazy about it. It takes some time. It's a little overwhelming because there's a lot of different things that come at you kind of quick, but there's so many guides. The Discord community is super helpful. I've made a couple friends from there. That I've DM'd them instead of just typing in the Discord general chat.
Yeah.
And they answer my questions. I feel like I'm bothering them. Asking them 50 different questions, but they help out. The BDO community is actually pretty great. I've only experienced one bad thing from the game so far. Um,
Uh-oh.
I actually got stream sniped and some people were killing me. Um, but I didn't know I had to hide my server, so people were following me and killing me.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that's the only bad thing I've had. Um, but other than that, the BDO community is super nice. They have no problem answering questions and you know actually showing you or telling you how to do it. Pretty in-depth explanations, or even just giving you the materials you need to like read a guide or something. I was like, what's the fastest way or what's the best grind spot to go from 56 to 61 in levels? And someone was like, just don't grind, just go do the questing thing. And he sent me a link and I was like, boom, all right, 61 in like 2 hours. I was like, dang, that saves me so many hours of grinding.
Is that what you
Dang.
would recommend a new player to do? Like if someone's just
Oh yeah.
jumping in, how do they level up fast?
There is a adventurer's tome you get. You want to. There's a quest it'll give you. It's called something something Chenga Tome. It's called Chenga Tome. When you do that quest, your adventurer's tome will turn into a Chenga Tome, and it actually gives you bonus XP for when you do quests. And so from 56 to 61 takes like no time at all just doing it the questing method. Sure, you're not actually going out and doing combat, but that's up to you to make. You can either just go kill monsters until you're that level, or just go level up super fast to get rewards and then go kill monsters. So you can do whatever you want.
Is this does this story in this game, like, do you have any aspects of it that you actually like stick out and like, yo, I really like this part of the story for this game?
I'm actually not too big when it comes to story, most part on games.
You like the grind?
Yeah, I just play.
Yeah.
I
I'm the same way.
don't I don't play a lot of most games. I don't really pay attention to the storyline. I paid attention to WoW, but I've played a lot of WoW, so I just picked up on that, I guess maybe. But um,
Like kind of
I
the
don't.
lore soaks in a little bit, right?
Yeah, I don't play many solo games, like solo campaign offline games. Like I play my favorite solo games are actually the Dark Rider or Darksider series. Like I love them.
Oh wow.
One, two, and three were super fun. I love the whole Angels, Demons, Horsemen of Apocalypse thing. It was really cool. It was super fun. That's about the extent of my story mode stuff.
Yeah. I was the same way. Like, my brother was a big guy into like the stories, but like when he went to work and I was younger, I would just sit there and I would play his game and I would just grind the hell out of his characters. And so he would just come back and he's like, "How did my guys get all leveled up?" I was like, "Dude, I got bored today, so I didn't move you in the story. I just grinded for like a few hours." And he was like, "Whoa." And so then he would just be able to enjoy the story mode. The last game that I actually had played all the way through was like Mass Effect 3, and like enjoyed the story on that. And I just I'm the same way, man. Unless I kind of already know the lore from like ancient Greek mythology or other like mythologies that you study in school. I like just kind of coming in and picking it up as it goes, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I love, yeah, like you said, Greek mythology and all that stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I'm big on that. I wish, honestly, I wish there was more movies like that, more Greek mythology things. Um, I just watched Eternals yesterday, and they had like all of the main characters were named after gods and goddesses. Icarus, Athena, all that stuff, and I'm just like, ah, this is what I've been waiting for. I wanted more movies like this about all that stuff, and I love that kind of stuff actually.
How do you feel they did in the movie? Like, if you, 1 out of 10, what do you give Eternals?
Overall, it's uh, a 7. I'll give it a strong 7. It could be better because the name Eternals and how they fit in the actual story and the background of it compared to like the Avengers and stuff. Um, I personally feel like the Avengers are actually like stronger people. You know, they
Wow.
might not live forever, but they seem to be actually stronger beings.
Huh.
Um, but maybe that's just because Eternals 1 didn't show as much as they should. Because, you know, spoiler alert, there's going to be Eternals 2. Um, so maybe in the next one it'll be even better.
Well, you'll be able to go back and watch this video later on and see if you were right.
I hope. There's some weird cameos in Eternals, so anyone who hasn't seen that, be ready.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Now, is this on Netflix or where can people go watch this?
Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay, guys, get your subscriptions to Disney Plus ready so you can catch up on Eternals. And
It's
so
good.
you want to just make sure that or not make sure. So when you're saying like the Avengers, do you think the Avengers just had more time? Like the companies just had more time to develop the skill sets and like portray the Avengers in a sense where like the Eternals, they're just kind of coming out with their first movie, right?
Mm,
And is this the one where John Cena's the guy with the mask?
no, that's Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
Eternal. So the thing that got me with Eternals was there's a bunch of them. There's like 6 or 7 of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they all only do like one thing. They only have like one power.
Oh.
Like the dude they show in the trailer, he flies and he shoots laser beams at his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That that's it. That's his
Which
powers.
which
And
is what
so,
you
you
get.
know, Superman's got that and more. You
Yeah.
know, so they kind of turn down the strength of them, but they look good doing it. You know, they work well as a team in the show and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they are a little underwhelming. So that's the only thing that drew me. That's actually the only thing I didn't like in the movie was that they just didn't have enough going for them per character.
Gotcha, gotcha. So shout out to Disney Plus. Strengthen up your heroes. Come on, guys. Where are you at?
Yeah, for real.
All right, we're getting ready to wrap up here. So I just wanted to kind of with a couple of different things. If you wanted to say something to your community, coming from you to them, go ahead, give them a little something, would you?
So I mean, I've had some solid people sticking by me for, throughout the years. So thank you to them. King Goofy Foot, he's my best friend. He is the reason I'm still able to stream. My PC broke and he donated more than he needed to help me fix that. So he is number one viewer right there. That's my boy. And everyone who that sticks by and keeps coming back and I'm a very honest, maybe a little too honest person. People would kind of call me an asshole just because I always tell the truth. I kind of just get to the point.
Sure.
But that's my stream. That I'm a variety streamer that does that stuff, and so anyone who relates to that or can deal with it, I appreciate that because I know it's a lot to take from someone like me where I'm just super blunt, to the point, honest. I respect people who don't. If you don't, you don't. But everyone who's here, I love you guys. I love streaming, and either way, I wish I could give back to the community more. I'm hoping to do that, especially with some merch giveaways. Now that we got that merch going,
There you go.
um,
We'll definitely be giving away
I
a shirt on your stream soon. So probably on the next, not this Sunday, but on the last Sunday of the month. So we'll call it the what is it? The 30th, January 30th. We'll go ahead and give away a shirt on your stream. So let's say 3 p.m. on your stream, we'll go ahead on the last Sunday of the month. We'll go ahead and give away a free Saberix shirt to somebody on your in your community. So look forward to that, guys. And Saberix, it's been a blast, man. Thank you so much for coming on today and doing this interview with us. Don't forget, guys, you can go check out Saberix on Twitch. Showing the merch. He's also the Rift Damage Streamer of the Month. So this interview will be posted in the website. So if you guys wanted to catch that up again, or if you wanted to actually read through some of his answers here, we'll post those as well. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Saberix, you rock, bro. I'll be on stream checking you out in some video later on today. Have a great day, my man.
You as well. Thank you. Thank you again.